Hey guys, so I've seen a lot of fall makeup looks and I'm ready. I'm there. I've got my fall sweater on. I've got a little bit of a string there. But I've got my fall sweater on and I'm ready for fall. So I'm ready to do a fall makeup look. And not only is it a fall makeup look, it's a fall makeup look that you can get at the drugstore. And that makes it even better. When things are affordable, it's just, they're even better when they're affordable. So I went to good old Walmart today and I found a few things that I wanted to try, and then I've also got a few things that I got from Ulta. So we're gonna use both. But if y'all remember, I used to use this a lot. This was the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer, and it's in the shade Sheer. I used to use this all the time. I used it up completely. So I had a chunk come out, so I just put it on my eye. But it has a little doe foot, just like my Believe Beauty one. So I really like this a lot. So I just blend mine out with my finger. You're more than welcome to blend it with the brush if you feel more comfortable. And I forgot, you really don't need a lot of this. And a lot of people will use concealer for primer. You can. I did for a long time, but I tell you with my whole heart that my eyeshadow wears so much better with a primer. It really does. And even if you have a dry skin type, your eyelids are oily. So I suggest eyeshadow primer. And this one, I believe, was $3. I think I threw my receipt away, but I'm pretty sure it was $3. Pulled out a few of these e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadows, and I may not use them all, but I just wanted to show you. Number one, this is called Pumpkin Pie, so this is completely fall. This is fall in a nutshell. Then, of course, Cream and Sugar. I think if you're going to get anything, Cream and Sugar is one to get. I also love the truffles. It's so pretty. And then I also got Carnival Candy, just because I like these matte shades here. So I grabbed them all. Okay, for transition, I'm going to start with the Pumpkin Pie palette, and I'm going to use this shade here. It's the first matte shade. And I'm going to start putting that in the crease. And I have a big fluffy brush to do that with. Okay, so I've got that blended in the crease. It blended beautifully. It looks so nice. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to take like a lighter shade and blend around the edges. So I might just go ahead and do that. Okay, so then I am going to take a little bit of a deeper shade. I think I'm going to stick in the Pumpkin Pie palette and go with this deeper matte shade here. There's no shade name, so I can't tell you what the shade name is. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to blend it here in the crease and just start just in this outer portion of the crease to deepen that up a little bit. And then also the outer portion of the eye. I like to do this because it provides depth for the eye, and that's what I like. Okay, so I blended that shade in the outer portion, and I'm going to leave it there. I've decided I want to put a little bit of this, like reddish brown tone. I want to put a little bit of that in there. So, let's see. Okay, so what I did is I took this blending brush that's kind of pointed, and I just blended that reddish matte through the crease. Then I'm just going to take that blending brush I had before and just blend a little bit more. No extra product, I'm just blending. And then I think what I'm going to do is put just a tiny bit more of a deeper shade. So I'm going to take this deeper brown matte right here, and I'm going to put that just a little bit, just a tiny bit here in this outer portion. And I'm not going to blend it too much. I'm just going to kind of pat it. I'm going to take and put some shimmer down. So I'm going back into the Pumpkin Pie palette, and I'm going to take, I'm going to take this shade here, this shimmer shade. And I'm going to do it on this flat brush, and I'm going to pack it on. You can also use your finger. You guys know that I'm a big fan of that. Okay, so I got that laid down, and I want to go into this inner portion with a little bit of a lighter shade, and I'm debating if I'm going to do, I want to do this shade from the Truffles palette, which is a cooler shade. It's more like silvery kind of, or if I want to go with this shade from Cream and Sugar. I think I'm going to use the Truffles palette and go ahead and take this one, because why not, you know? Okay, so got that laid down. It's a little different than what I would normally do. That's why I chose to do that. And I have a little bit of gray in this sweater that I have on, so it just kind of goes. It just goes. Okay, so I'm going to use the Milani Chill Out Primer. I probably squeezed out a little too much, but that's what it looks like. I really love this primer. So there is a newer brand at Walmart. I don't know if you're aware. Probably you are. But so this is from Oma Beauty. Oma by Sharon C. So there is an Oma Beauty that is at Ulta. And it's a higher end brand, but this is the drugstore version. And so I've been wanting to try this out. This is the Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation. And so I got the shade Fair Lady T4. So I think it's going to be a good match, I hope. Medium to full coverage, infused with green coffee extract specifically formulated for fair skin. Okay, so I squirted a little on the back of my hand, and I also got this Real Techniques sponge, Miracle Air Blend sponge. This is the packaging it came in, and you're supposed to be able to blend and mattify with this. So I wet it, but it didn't get very big at all. And there are large pores in the sponge, so I have a feeling it's going to soak up some product. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and start blending this out. So I feel like it did soak up some of the product, and I'm out, so I'm going to get some more. It's just very lightweight, which is an air blender, so it's different. I'm not sure how I feel yet. All right, so this is nothing new, but I saw someone use this for cream contour, and I was like, oh, I need to try that. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free and Balance Foundation. So it's a stick foundation. So I got the shade Toffee. So I'm hoping it'll work. I think it'll work. So I'm going to take my Laura Lee L24 brush and blend that out. I've decided the stuff I got from Ulta Beauty was the Ulta Beauty brand. That's not technically something you can get at the drugstore, so I think I'm going to just wait and do that in another video, and I'm going to keep this strictly drugstore. Okay, so I have these two putty blushes from e.l.f. One is in the shade Tahiti, which is this one, and this is in the shade Turks and Caicos. So I'm going to actually mix them and get a pretty shade from this. These aren't my favorite putty blushes or cream blushes, but they're not horrible at all. This is also nothing new, but I wanted to try it. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I've heard nothing but good things about this, so I wanted to try it too. So I guess we're kind of staying mailing for a lot of this. Not on purpose. I did pick up the shade Ivory. Probably could have went a little darker with it, but that's okay. I'm going to blend this out with my sponge. I can confidently say I don't like this sponge. I would much rather have a Juno & Co., in which you do have to order it. It's not something you can get like in a store, but they are decently priced. So, also Maybelline Fit Me powder. I love this powder. Have for a long time. Really pretty. My Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. Love this. And I have the shade Sunkissed. This is a good bronzer. And I'm also going to use this e.l.f. Face Duo, and it's in the shade Spiced Apple. I love this blush. It's so good. Perfect for fall. The highlighter in here is beautiful too. I don't think I can get away with that deep of a highlighter, but it's still beautiful. For highlight, I'm going to use the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. I'm also going to use this for inner corner highlight. Okay, let's finish these eyes really quickly. So I'm going to take, out of the Troubles palette, I'm going to take this deepest brown, and I'm going to run that as, like, push it up against my liner, or my lash line 4 liner. So I only took it halfway. I'm not going to take it all the way. And then I'm going to go into the Pumpkin Pie palette and take this first shade here. And I'm going to just kind of blend over this. And then back to the Cream and Sugar palette. I'm going to take that lightest shade. I'm actually going to mix those two middle colors. I'm going to buff that along this inner portion here. I usually don't put shimmer down there, but I did today. So I'm going to take the Revlon So Fierce Vinyl Eyeliner in Mighty Mocha, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. And I just took a little bit and winged it out just a tiny bit. And then I also got this Oma by Sharon C Brow One and Done. It's in the shade 2. So there's a tiny pencil on one end. There's the shade. And then, oh, a brow gel on the other. So very nice. Okay, let me do my brows. I'll be right back. I actually do like that. It's really nice that it's dual-ended, and I'm going to kind of reserve my right to a final opinion until I have a little bit more time with it, but I do like it. Okay, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. It has like an hourglass shape on it. Okay, I mixed a little bit of the Maybelline Sky High in on the top, and then I did my bottom lashes with just Maybelline Sky High. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Lip Liner in Nude 03, which is a brown liner. Then I'm going to take the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, the shade London. Okay, and here is my final look. This is my fall affordable makeup look from the drugstore, and I am very happy with how it turned out. So I don't mean to rush off here, but I have to go. I have some things I've got to get done. So I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. You're staying safe, happy, and healthy, that you enjoyed this video, and look for another, I'm sure there'll be more than one, fall makeup look coming very, very soon. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.